Yes, people, welcome to our first edition of the Rings and Things Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I am joined here today by Jermaine, representing Clutch City.
Come on, Sherlock J, to represent Clutch City today. Let's go.
Okay, I got Rey Rey representing Bath City Pythons.
Come on.
Yes, sir. And then, of course, I'm your host, JT, representing Atlanta Snipers. So, for you guys joining us today, this is a podcast all about fantasy basketball and everything basketball related. We all went to uni together, so there's always going to be banter flying and stuff to talk about. So we really do hope you enjoy listening. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, all of the above. Follow us on the socials and all of that good stuff. So just before we get into business, I'm going to explain the rules of our fantasy league for you. So we have 9 teams: Atlanta Snipers, Bath City Pythons, Brum City Blaze, Croydon Crusaders, Clutch City, Essex Eurostep, Leicester Red Eyeballs, Point Assisting Rebounders, and the South Norwood Knights. Each team has 13 players, 10 are active, and 3 are on the bench. Players can be changed once a week, but once the first game they are scheduled to play in that week has started, they will be locked in where they are. Teams were determined via a draft. Players not selected go into the free agency pool and can be picked up twice a week with a bid from a budget of $100. Players go to the highest bidding team. Now, another way to get players is via trades. So 2 teams can do single or multiplayer trades. All trades are signed off by the commissioner to make sure that they aren't too one-sided. We use a rotisserie style scoring format, so when one of your players scores points, they'll be added to your team's total for the year. If your team has scored the most points, you'll be awarded 9 points. If your team has scored the least points, you will get 1. So this is the case across our 9 categories, which are field goal, free throw percentage, 3 points made, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and points. And the owner with the most points across the year will be crowned NBA Fantasy Champions. Bloody hell, lads. I'm so glad I got that one out of the way. So now we can finally get into business. Let's tip off, gentlemen, and, finally start off with our league, man. What is going on? I think, do you know what, yeah? We've got, Jermaine, you're obviously what? Second.
Yeah,
I'm slipping down the table. I'm 5th, right? And I know we're not talking about standings too tough, but I think the major news in our league...
Wait. Slipping. I don't know that when you've jumped above 5th.
That's cap. That is cap. Anyway, we're not gonna...
In the last month.
Yeah, I was 3rd, and then I was 4th.
When have you been above 5th? When was you 3rd?
Oh, yeah, 5th. Oh, yeah, no, I've been 5th for a minute. Yeah, I've been 5th for a minute. But it's not about me. Look, it's not about me. It's not about me, all right? Because I was trying to gear up, if you let me, yeah, you mug. I was trying to gear up and talk about the worst GM currently in the league, because I don't think you've seen the standings, Jack. But Rey Rey, what the is going on, bro? You're bottom.
Wow. No. I took a risk. I took a risk here start of the year with my draft. Players that I thought, if you look at my team on paper, yeah, I mean, I got triple doubles everywhere. I'm not
even trying to talk about your team on paper, dog. Just explain to me why the hell you're so dead right now, man. Like, what is going on?
It's not about that. Yeah. It's just middle of the season, All-Star break. We'll come back after this, and we're not going to finish bottom. I guarantee you that.
You're guaranteeing it.
I guarantee it.
I love this. Man's chatting was on the first episode, talk about guarantees.
It's not was.
Guarantees. All right. Are you sure? Because I bet you didn't think you'd be bottom from jump.
I am sure. Tahir is going to finish bottom. I'm not going to finish bottom. Trust me. Because he don't look at his team. He's got busy doing this. He's got a lot to handle in his
he's been handling shit for a year now, and he's been.
Who's to his team? That's
the Leicester Red Eyeballs.
Okay, the Leicester Red Eyeballs. Wow.
They've got a nice little roster though. So I don't know about your thing, Rey Rey, but I admittedly, I know you have a few injuries and whatnot, but bro, like the outlook for you, even with the guys that you have fit, I just don't see how you're gonna finish in the top half. Because let's not lie now, for the people, just so they're aware, Rey Rey is one of the worst GMs we've ever had in this game.
Well, one of the most shakiest.
Shakiest shit.
That's a lie. Clearly.
Shake 'em, bake 'em.
How you gonna call me the worst GM ever?
You shake Middleton. Bloody shake Milton, blood. You just shake up, blood.
Never.
I don't think a team called Bath City Pythons were ever gonna achieve well.
Okay.
They're like the
Get
Timberwolves.
high
of this
accolades. Yeah, I like it.
Again, from the name, I think like I've discussed this with some of you guys. I didn't get a choice to pick my name.
You absolutely didn't. No.
I did not get a choice.
No.
There is.
I didn't know that. Walk me through that.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
No, well, there's a history behind it. Yeah.
Tell us, fam.
There is a history behind it. Some people want to call me a snitch. Some people want to call me an information giver. But you know, where I come from, yeah, where there is information is there to be shared. So I've had this moniker around me that now I can't shake off. Now from then on, the commissioner said my name is gonna have to be something snake. You know, yeah. So obviously I take on the moniker. I know I'm going to be good. My team is going to be nice. We take on the moniker. We're going to be Bath City Pythons, slithering gang all day. I don't care.
People,
Wow.
do you see what happens? But Jam, do you see what happens when you're slithering gang, where you end up in the table, bruv?
Yes.
What happens to your team? Ray Ray has been
bus face,
riddled with injuries, fam. Riddled. You're hurting.
Can't
Ray
achieve
Ray, man.
anything.
It's just one of them seasons, isn't it? Yeah. After All-Star, we can start talking.
Do you know what though? Like, I know you had that kind of like poor start, you know, with the name and, you know, being assigned the name in a sense. But, you know, if you actually won the league, you might have the opportunity to change your name.
Jermaine,
You actually might get the opportunity.
3 seasons out of the 7 I've been in this league, yeah, I was so close to winning, yeah. And it just so happened in those seasons, there were unanticipated grievances with some of their owners who were in the league. Yeah, some of them decided to just drop out and then points.
Yeah, nah, that was mad.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Yeah.
That year, Jam. If you ever knew what happened, fam, imagine there was like a whole roster of like what? Yeah, the whole team. Man had Jimmy Butler and had heavy. This is when Jimmy Butler was at the Timberwolves, I believe. So this is when he was banging out.
He was doing big.
He wasn't in anyone's lineups except the guy who left the league, fam. Can you imagine?
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he who shall not be named until he wishes to be named, fam. So we'll leave that one for, you know what I mean? We'll leave that one for the rest, for them not to talk about. But anywho, let's have a little look at the standings, just so the people them know what's good with our league. So we've obviously mentioned Jermaine's in second, but at the top right now, it's my nemesis. This is not this year's tight for me. This year's tight. We've actually got the self-proclaimed oracle now, the new one apparently. You don't get to know about all of that.
I'll never agree to that.
No, this is definitely a self-proclamation.
Hondo.
Yeah.
So he's now top. Marcus Croydon Crusaders is top with 57 points. He's 6 points clear of Jermaine, who's second, Clutch City with 51. Stevie. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, you are. You gotta mention
Marcus is still currently the worst GM there ever was. So
no, that's true.
Just gonna put it out there.
Listen, we definitely have to speak on that. Continue with the standings from
100. So then we got Stevie in third. So that's the South Norwood Knights with 45. We got Curtis Brum City Blaze 42. Demola now is 40. It's 5th place. Me, bro, I can't believe it, man. I'm 6th place. I dropped down. I'm 37 points. So I'm not too happy about that. But we move. Leicester City Red Eyeballs have got 34 points in 7th. PAR made a step up, so they're 27 points now. So PAR, that's Dion's team. And then Rey Rey, your bottom, cuz.
I'm the same. I'm in the same.
Now you are, but you got more ones, man. You got more ones, man.
You have to point that out. Yeah, I'm not bottom there. I'm tied bottom.
Yeah, you're tied bottom. I swear you got more ones.
Yeah, to the self-proclaimed.
Yo, dad out here. Huh? What was the pause? There's a pause. But what, me? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to hear that one back. Yeah.
Man, I'm saying he's a what kind of bottom? Like, that's deeper. Like, I'm over it.
Nah, you man.
I'm over it.
You better be over it. Like, but looking at the standings now, though, lads, obviously you lot gave me your predictions prior to the season starting. Obviously, every GM thought they were going to be top. Looking at it now, what do you think your top 3 are and your bottom 2 are?
I'll speak on my part. Like, I don't think I'm gonna catch up on blocks or points at the moment. Yeah, so that's a double single I'm gonna have to hold for the whole season there. Yeah. But in terms of rebounds and in terms of steals, I think I can catch up still, because remember at the start of the season I didn't have Jimmy Butler. As soon as he came in, I started rising up in terms of steals.
True.
And in terms of assists, Westbrook is playing more now. Yeah, in the last 10 games, that's at least a double-double with assists.
Westbrook's been playing well. Westbrook's been playing real well.
Field goal has gone up as well. So in terms of Westbrook's field goal, has been doing well. In terms of rebounds, though, it's a case of a trade. I'm looking out there to see who's out there.
Oh, rebounds you need?
Yeah, obviously. But I'll discuss that with the prospective GMs who want to.
Am I not a part of that? I feel like Isaiah Thomas right now. I was not selected. Now I feel like I'm made. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should be. I did give you rebounds, bro. We did trade.
You can't be trading away. You can't be trading away your current position, though, Jay.
I can, just because I've got AD on the bench. Just for those that don't know, you will get to know. Trust me, I am the sad sack of our league right now. Woe is me, fam. Woe is me. I hold so many injuries that just you lot are looking at me like these guys chatting shit.
This guy. Listen, you'll gradually get to learn. Yeah, this guy's just a complainer of the group.
Yeah. Don't even give me that, bro. Now hold on a second. So wait, would you not complain? Would you not complain if your number one pick was out for 4 weeks, blood? No. 4 games he's missed already.
I don't complain about.
No, I wouldn't.
You know my.
Oh, you wouldn't. Okay, yeah, whatever.
You know,
my number one pick was wearing a fat suit for like the first 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm talking about Harden. Yeah.
No, that's not my business though. AD's
underperforming. The attitude changes though, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
What the narrative, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, but you understand. AD, come on, bro. We all knew AD. Well, we should know his mentality coming into this season, AD, bro. No, he's not injury prone like that no more, man.
Nah, Jay. Nah. It's only this one one Lakers season that he wanted to get a chip that he decided to play. Even when he was at New Orleans, he was only playing like 60 games a season. Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't, yeah,
but then
it's unfortunate. Also, it's unfortunate. On top of that, though, he is having the worst season that he's ever had in the NBA.
Come on, man.
And, yeah, but of course, like I just think with his mentality, he's on minutes restrictions. You know, he's getting slapped on the injury list for maybe minor reasons. Just to get to the playoffs and win a chip, just so there's no worries there, because they're gonna get to the playoffs, but then you're gonna see an AD. Well, of course, playoff stats don't count. So there you go.
And just to jump on that point, Jermaine, just to move it on just slightly, we might as well just talk about injuries now. Just go into our injury list. So, for those of you who are obviously aware now, AD is currently the biggest player out at the moment injured, and that's in my team. So that's AD. I've also got Tobias Harris, who's on the shelf at the moment. Guys, don't want to talk about that, but that's a big L. Next on the list, we have... Tell me.
It is an L.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Nah, it is an L. It is an L.
Come on, fam.
I'm not putting it. He's only on day-to-day, though.
Yeah. No, I hear it. Yeah. But for me, I personally wouldn't play him before All-Star break, because I think they've got one more game. There's no point. You might as well just let him.
So then, why is it a big thing? Like,
why is it a big thing? He asked. Okay, I'll tell you why it's a big thing.
One game.
Right? I'll tell you. No, it's actually 2, and I'll tell you why it's a big thing. Right? I'll tell you why, bro. Because he gets about 8 rebounds for me every night. Demon has just taken over my rebounds, bro. I need that. Jermaine has just taken over my points. He gets me 20 a night, bro. It's a joke. He impacts my field goal. Him and AD impact my field goal. They're both out, bro.
But what are the chances the player will have 2 bad nights? Like, imagine that.
Impossible. Not Tobias. I get Tobias every year. Impossible. That's my guy. Moving on. So we've got your team, Ray Ray. Obviously, you got Gordon Hayward out. Jimmy Butler out. Day-to-day. Draymond day-to-day. He's out. Malik Beasley suspended. Yeah. Malik Beasley suspended. And you've got Eric Gordon out as well, but he's on your bench.
Your team is full of reds. I'm not gonna lie. I just logged into the ESPN app. I just had a look at your team, and I just see day to day. Oh, suspended day to day. That is boring.
Yeah, so you want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? That's the stress I'm at. Yeah. Imagine Jay was in that stress. Come on.
Complaints.
Nah, bro, hold on a second. But do you know what makes me laugh? Is that you lot are forgetting what my team was looking like last week or the week before when I had Tyler Hero on the shelf, Delon Wright on the shelf, AD on the shelf, Tobias Harris injured, Shea Gilgeous hurt. Oh, by the way, people, we've just been joined by... sorry, breaking news. We're just being joined by another GM here.
Still on the top row.
He said, from the top,
in the ceiling. I'm watching you, man.
You're not stinking, fam. Move up, man.
A great drafter, but a bad GM. A great drafter, but a bad GM.
There he is.
First to ever do it.
The first to ever do it. We are going to introduce. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
South Norwood Knights
There he is.
was actually the first team to actually win a chip in our league.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
That's crazy. That's
he's not the daddy of the thing or something like that.
It's not.
Hold on. Wait.
He's like the granddad or something, blood.
I don't know headphones on, so yeah, sorry.
No one knew how to play the game. Yeah. Everyone was in a maze. No.
Honestly,
Waiver wire pickups was a cry.
No. Like this is the thing. Like I did everything first, the right way. That's the best way to put it. So what's happened?
He's moving like he's Wiley or something.
You know what's mad? Like really look at it. Yeah, cool. I've had like a couple very very bad seasons, but more time I'm fourth and up. Like I'm just not winning.
Excuse me? Did you not? I swear you held it up a couple of years ago. Didn't we have the Battle of the Deadheads?
That was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Who won that battle?
4 or 5 years ago, there was no way. I was part of the league, and I've only been part of the league like 3 years. 4 years. 4 years.
4th or 5th, bro.
Yeah, so it was 3 years ago because it wasn't my first year that happened. By the way, in my first year, I'm a D-Rose in this thing, rookie of the year. I won my chip in the first. I won my first chip in my first season joining this league. That's how you really do it, Stevie. That's how you do things right when you first enter. That's how you do it.
So when you first start the league, you win the championship. Guess who else has done that?
Yeah. But no one knew what they were doing. No one knew what they were doing when everyone joined. When that happened.
But Jermaine, can you tell? Do you know what makes me sick is that you're forgetting context. What happened with your team that season, fam? Did you get one injury, fam? Did you get Ben Simmons?
I did.
They
just weren't bad. They just weren't as bad as the rest. And that's why I don't complain about injuries. That's why I don't.
Games for you, mate.
And I loved it. Do you know what you call that? You call that a good draft. Yeah, because I did my research.
What I'll say is this season, Jam's getting injuries. And he's still up there, so I can't chat shit about the injuries thing in it, car.
So what we're gonna do? Let's track back onto the injury list, innit? So with that being said, obviously Brum City Blades, he's got Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, he's got Drummond sitting down, which is peak. Christian Wood is out.
That one there, that Drummond one. That's
fucking him up.
That's a big hit.
No, hear this though. Like that has kind of happened to a lot of people over the years where someone's been sat out before they got a trade. That has happened a fair few times. It's just not something we remember, but I know for certain it's happened to other people. It's just unfortunate Christian Wood and all that's happening the same thing. But I will say this: these things have only happened recently. To the point, the drop down is quite drastic, which to me says, even if the man are playing,
No, I think it would. Someone like Drummond, he's across the board stats. Let's not deny that.
Drummond, it's been about, let's say, a week is what, 3 games.
That's the thing, Jam. Exactly.
4 games out of Drummond has made you drop.
And look at, bro. I know it.
Games.
I listen
4
exactly,
games.
and I know. Number hear this,
it's been
bro.
a lot more than that.
Nah, bro.
4 games. All right, 6
bro.
Games.
Hear this. Same thing what Wilkes was saying, yeah? Bruv, look at flipping, what's his name, fam? Christian Wood. He's not been out for that long, you know? He has not been out for that long, bro. He's not been out for that long, bro.
You lot are doing he plays dirty.
No, Jay, compare this to your Tobias Harris, 2 games out, yeah.
No. I understand that. I'm saying AD, what we talking about? Like, that's first pick.
Yeah, let's talk.
First pick,
okay, cool. Whatever, we're coming into that.
But yeah,
But listen, sticking on like the Brum City Blaze thing, I'm not gonna lie. Drummond is a big we're not gonna downplay that because he was going the hell off at Cleveland Cavaliers as well. Yeah, where the only other person really getting them points was Colin Sexton, because only recently has Garland started to pick up and perform and statistically within fantasy, and Drummond was doing his job.
Do you know what I
the fact
love?
that he had Sabonis and Drummond, two big men centers, doing the job like that, insane.
I love the fact that Jermaine conveniently just left out Jarrett Allen going bonkers.
That's good because look how his replacement is doing. Yeah, look how
Look at him smiling.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
I bet you're not.
I'm not mad at that. Because and let's just point out the reason for why Drummond's sitting down was, what was the trade? Sorry, if someone could put.
So the reason why Drummond's sitting out is because they're trying to find the trade. It's not like they've done a trade. It's they're trying to.
They got 10 teams interested, so they got to look at like so many offers. Yeah.
The reason for that though was the initial trade that they made for Jarrett Allen, which they received from Jarrett Allen from the Nets, and that's been a game changer.
Yeah, for you.
For some, yeah.
100%.
But they knew they were gonna move Drummond on though. Drummond, like everyone knew Drummond wasn't someone that was gonna be a fixture in the cut like that.
But to sit him out though, but I understand like to sit him out is to save him from injury. You don't want a player that you're trying to trade, your trade value. You don't want him to get injured in those games. That is way. So I understand the sitting out bit, but at the same time, like he was putting up numbers. Yeah, he was putting up ridiculous numbers.
Statistically, everyone wanted Drummond on their team.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but you know, so it goes.
That's what I'm saying. And in that respect as well, it's actually unfortunate that Jermaine's had CJ out. I can't lie. But you've
unfortunate
because he was going bonkers. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bonkers. Don't even let me talk about
How many threes was he dropping? Like 4.8.
He was dropping 4. Listen, across the board. Yeah, dropping 26.7 points a game. Yeah, 1.3 steals, 5 assists, 3.9 rebounds. The assist and rebounds ain't really what I picked McCollum up for, but 4.8 3-pointers a game.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah.
I just want to say, wait. What's the sample for in those stats?
Pardon?
Oh yeah. How many games did he actually play?
Did he play 4 games and go off when he felt fresh? And
is it 4 games?
No.
Oh, about to say it can't be. I think it was about 15. You know.
No.
I'm saying, how many games are we talking about? Because a lot of
we're talking
for 10 games.
Yeah.
That's a core of the season, bro.
Did you like for the Trailblazers team that we're looking at with Lillard and CJ McCollum being their backcourt? Yeah. Are we looking at that and saying, "Rah, he was going to be on a gradual decline"? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, though.
Yeah. There's a strong chance he does put up a similar stat line, but there's nothing to say that when everyone's healthy, you're all playing again. Nothing to say he doesn't go through bad stretches. There's nothing to say he doesn't go through bad stretches at all. There's nothing to say Lillard doesn't dominate more for whatever reason. Melo, Nurkic is out as well.
Yep.
So, other thing, there's a
and
lot.
that field goal's coming to Papa.
Yeah,
you know he's gonna be. He's gonna be.
Nurkic was one of my ones as well. So it's the Portland curse. Yeah, you should know about this though. Like. If you know about the Portland.
CJ McCollum has never been injured before, to my knowledge.
It's Portland. Brandon Roy
with a prolific injury like this, where he's been out for an extended amount of time. CJ McCollum has never had that.
Right.
Not CJ, but can everyone remember that season I had LeBron and he got injured? And then do you remember like at the end of the season? Wait. Wait.
Stop making it about you.
But do you remember the end of? Do you remember the end of the season when I was still top 3 and then Nurkic got injured and he broke his leg? Just talk about the Portland curse. Yeah. It's a bit fake, innit? And I ended up. I'm just saying.
So what did LeBron have to do with the Portland curse?
No, because I just wanted to make sure you remember that season. Just remember I was top and I was clear. I was just saying, you remember that season.
You're trying it.
Anyway, you got Kevin Love out as well. You got Kevin Love as well out.
CJ McCollum has
been out.
Kevin Love.
He's been out.
He's been out. No, 100%. I picked him up in a sense where he'll come back and thing. But if you look at the standings, if I really look at the standings, the only 2 stats in which I'm lacking, aside from free throw, which I've left, I'm letting that one die. Yeah, it's 3-pointers and points. Yeah, and McCollum and Kevin Love both supply those stats. So let's be realistic.
Kevin Love comes back. Why is he coming back? Why would you bring him back?
You guys are pessimists. Yeah. That's why you guys are talking like this.
Clank up
because what did he drop last season in terms of
I don't know.
No, let's talk about this season. This season, Why would you bring him back? They're 13th in the league, 13th in the West.
He may not even play
in the East.
If he does play, I'm letting you know from now. The man is putting up 14 7 balls and 2 threes, bro. He's not putting up.
Why am I mad at that though?
It's nothing crazy.
It's nothing to go crazy.
For someone to sit on my YouTube and pad my stats while CJ McCollum comes back, Jordan Clarkson continues doing his job, Paul George continues, Jokic continues.
But who you dropping?
Horford dropping me 2.4.
Who you dropping though? So who you dropping?
What do you mean? Who am I dropping?
Who you dropping? Tell me. Who you dropping for them?
OG Anunoby. I'm putting him on
I'm
my
gonna come for your
bench.
stills. Cool, I'm coming for your stills.
Take them still.
What are you talking about? CJ McCollum comes back and then still has the 1.3 to 1.7. Like,
CJ is not going to come back that quick. He's not going to come back straight away. That's not how it is.
Have you not? Are you missing something?
We're on his neck, lads. Look at him. He's sweating. He's sweating.
Yeah. I'm guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yeah. Kevin Love is going to come back. Yeah. When he comes back, he's going to be playing 30 minutes a game. Yeah. Shooting like 2 for 7. Yeah. And most of them are going to be threes. Field goals going to go down.
I bet after you drafted this season, you said, I guarantee I'll play well, and you're bottom of the league. So I'm not listening to your guarantees.
So on that, I rate that. Rey Rey, I know you mentioned Kevin. So I'm gonna move it on to the biggest Kevin in the whole thing. Kevin Durant. I mean, Demola's pissed, but listen, he's still moving. Demola's team's moving forward.
Nah, he knew what he was getting into.
Exactly. Say again, Rey Rey.
Yeah, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
100.
Man, we know KD, baller, all that stuff, but everyone knew if you get him, this is the any little niggle. Are you crazy? You think waited a year for you to miss the playoffs?
Nah, fam.
I'm not joking.
He should have prepared his whole team based on that, but then he ended up picking up Davis Bertans.
Yeah, crazy. And then
do you know what?
Yeah, go on.
Are we mad at Davis Bertans though? Because from what we done last season,
where he picked him,
we expect him to take such a low drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was mad. Crazy. And to be honest with you, I didn't even think he should have been picked in the normal draft.
No.
Waiver wire pickup.
I hear that. Obviously, Tahir suffering right now because Siakam is out with COVID.
Siakam hasn't had a great season.
Yeah.
Siakam, he's a rich man's Thaddeus Young. I'm had enough.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a lot of post. It's a lot of shimmy
he's not
in
really
the post.
doing it.
Yeah.
Thaddeus Young was nice, you know. When
not Michael Porter Jr., but let's put it out there, innit?
He's not what?
Let's not.
And we're not. Because when we start talking about that, that's a different story. We'll talk.
That's great. Last 4 or 5 games, he's starting to do what I know he's going to do. And I know he's going to keep doing that. So,
right, so just so everyone's clear, because we actually are going to move on to waiver wire picks at the moment, just so we can help you out with some of your fantasy leagues. But just so you're aware, right now, Stevie, the GM of South Norwood Knights, is the butt of everyone's jokes because this cat spent $71. Remember, we have a budget of $100, you know. This cat spent all season. And this guy spent $71 on Michael Porter Jr. Please let us know if that even makes any sense, because we have been grilling.
Because I love the guest that we have right now. There are 2 men in here who have less money than me.
Right, so let's move on.
Okay.
Schedule, please. Right. Cool. Can you man explain why I spent $71 on one player and both of you are below me in the league and have less money than me?
Wow.
This is why you do your research.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, you ready? Can I respond, yeah? Okay, so I've had my first pick out, so I've had to move and shake as much as possible. Rey Rey, what's your reason?
I've had so many injuries out, you know, players out. So
You've been making the wrong moves.
No, that's a lie.
Wait, did you even let one of your picks even play, fam?
Wow.
Wow.
Listen.
Name me a player that you have picked up that has actually contributed that you could say, you know what?
Yeah.
I was a player
that you ready?
Malik. But they suspended
bad boy thing. Malik Beasley.
Malik was a big
boy pick. Big pick.
What?
Yeah.
Big pick up.
Wait, my throwaway Norman Powell that beats that. Oh, okay.
Bogdanovic.
Sorry, move on. Jay, the name of player. Sorry.
No. I hear you, Stevie. Yeah, with the Norman Powell pickup because that was a big pickup. If I really needed a guard, yeah, I was
jarred because I was.
However, the consistency with Malik Beasley has been insane.
Yeah, he's been mad.
Like, it's been insane. And because the fact that you got D'Angelo out, you had Cat out, you've had a lot of people out within that Timberwolves team as well. Beasley is just more of a, or just more of a secure pick.
So,
go on. Yeah.
Sorry, Jumbo. I will say this though, just to answer Stevie's question, because he tried to run joke on me. Rashawn Holmes to replace AD being out. That's not a bad pick. That's not a bad.
Recently.
Yeah, 100. And then and let's not forget. Please don't forget Delon Wright. Please don't forget that pick, because that's a good pick. And I got. What do you mean?
It's solid, but I can easily see him on the waiver wire in the next couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next couple. Yeah.
Okay, fair. Tyler Hero.
Wait, who dropped Tyler Hero?
No, I picked him up. That's what I'm saying. I picked him up. I'm saying you can't.
No, wait, no one drafted. No, somebody had to.
You had him before.
No, bro. No, D had him. But I'm saying you can't chat shit about my. Yeah, you can't chat shit about my waiver wire.
$50,
bro.
No, why not? But no, but at the same time, $150. Tyler Hero's not really played that much. He's been injured.
Nah, he's played. Now the thing is, he's like Kyrie in terms of.
No, he's not.
No. Hear me out. I'm saying he's an expensive problem. So like he'll give you what you want when you've got him, and then all of a sudden he'll just get injured.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're not trying to do that.
We're not trying to do that.
You forget you're speaking to a Heat fan here.
I know.
Yeah.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Remember, I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game with a pen and pencil, looking at my cat. You're looking at the app, Wilkes. Don't cap to me.
What team is this?
Let me get my phone out right, because I know what's coming next. I support the Wizards. What you say? What?
Players after.
Jermaine, ask me that question again. I dare you. I know.
We've caught him out before on who his GM was. Yeah, we've caught him out before. I'm a big Wizards fan. Who's your GM? He went silent. He went mute, mate. He went mute. Trust.
Hey.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You've got $10 left, Jay, and you're
Yeah.
I don't see your team on an upward trend. It's actually on a downward trend.
Who would you rather be like?
I thought I had the least amount of money.
If you weren't yourself in this league, yeah, who would you rather be out of us three, man? With the money that we have and the teams that we have, who would you rather be?
It's not even a question, really, Steve, is it?
Come on, that's what I'm saying, bro.
All right, since it's not a question, Jermaine, I'm gonna continue on with the waiver wire picks then, yeah.
The 100, because you know it's Clutch City. You know it's
rubbish, right? So Ray Ray added LaMarcus Aldridge for $2. That's Stevie's dead food that he didn't want anymore, so he disposed it. So Ray Ray picked him up. Ray Ray didn't even play Kyle Kuzma, everybody.
I didn't, because
how much did he pick up Kyle Kuzma for?
Ray Ray.
I don't remember because I don't.
Remember this guy? Remember at the start of this podcast, this guy said he collects information, and all of a sudden he can't remember the thing, fam.
Understand this, yeah. When it comes to money, everyone knows in the league. Like, I don't really care how much I spend. I'm just enjoying.
So why are you getting on to Stevie?
It's just part of the game, you know. Someone has to do it, yeah, so that you can have conversation, so that you can talk like this, so that you man can say stuff like this.
Got it, man.
Listen. Kyle Kuzma has been dropped because AD is coming back. Yeah.
Is he?
And Montrezl Harrell has been putting up better stats. So,
bro, you didn't even play Kuzma.
Yeah, because he was injured.
And Jermaine, what did this guy say? What did this guy say? This guy said he needs rebounds.
He got injured.
Has been putting up rebounding numbers that he probably.
But he got injured when I picked him. What part of that? Like,
so when you picked him up, was he injured or did you pick him up?
No, he wasn't injured when I picked him up. Yeah, I picked him up on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. He got injured. By the time he got to Sunday.
All right, Craig David.
Yeah.
All right, son.
Wait.
Ray Ray was trying to put a lot of judge, on my team early on. And I say nothing, but I want everyone to have a healthy season. And look at the difference, bro. I've virtually been.
He was putting some real life judge on.
He was doing some madness.
Listen, I was gonna start talking about everyone's culture. Like, come on, I can't help it. Yeah, I can't help it. Where I come from, that's normal. Yeah, it's standards. Yeah, it's bigger than religion. So stop it.
Right.
Now I know not to tempt the basketball gods. Go on to the next one, Jay. Come on.
So we got to hear Leicester Red Eyeballs. He dropped Otto Porter for Gary Trent Jr. Makes sense. I mean, Orbo is dead.
I like Gary Trent Jr., you know? Like, he should have been picked up a time ago. For the fact that he was on the waiver wire for so long was shocking to me.
But there was someone else I was looking at in the Portland Trailblazers. I was very shocked that he didn't select instead, but hey-ho. He also dropped Harrell as well for Harrison Barnes. Makes sense.
I'm not really sure where he's going with that.
Hey, man, he gets production on the bench, and if you can move him down the line, he's a good trade piece.
I always regret Harrison Barnes is a consistent player. Like, he's one of those consistent players that you need in your team. And I hate to drop him every single time I drop him, because the next game he's going to put up big numbers. So I think Tay is going to regret that one. That's why I say he's going to finish bottom, guaranteed.
You picked up Harrell, isn't it? Harrell for Steven Adams.
Yeah,
so you dropped him.
Wow. Do you know, I just looked at my thing, and Steven Adams is actually on my waiver wire after you got rid of Terry Rozier for Steven Adams. Bruv, I don't even know
that
if
trade was lovely. Thank you for that.
Because we've literally just been onto Ray Ray this whole time, yeah.
Can we talk about this?
Deserved.
For months, you've been making mistakes. And
let's have a think about this, yeah. Since I traded Steven Adams and Terry Rozier to Jay's team, Jay, have you benefited from Terry Rozier?
Absolutely, but actually a bit. Let me tell you why. Because Jermaine is just a magical guy at this game. Me and Jermaine were tied for 3-pointers, and then all of a sudden he messages me, "Oh, I'm scared of Terry Rozier." I send him one gif of Terry Rozier, and now I'm like 15 flipping 3-pointers behind him.
Because LaMelo Ball.
So in other words, you went down. Yeah, basically, you went down.
It's not because of Terry Rozier, bro.
Well, you had him, so he hasn't been any use to you as much as Steven Adams.
Because when my guys come back, he's going to be balling out.
When my guys come back, I'm not going to finish bottom.
We're not doing ifs and buts and whens. We're not doing that.
Yeah, you're bottom, fam. That is it. You are dead.
Yeah. I'm on the table.
Yeah.
It's joint bottom.
No, I'm joint bottom.
Joint bottom. Well, I'm not ignoring that joint bottom. I'm not ignoring it, because that team he's joint with, I'm on to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that PTSD. It's that PTSD.
No, it's not. It's that
rubbish.
That's one of the best bars I've ever heard.
That is the main patient of
that. Why? Because I like grilling. I don't get it. Like, you man. Like,
look how it's got in you. Look how it's got in you.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's
right.
on his team.
You man have created a narrative that I can't even talk without you man having to bring it up. Safe, cool.
Oh god!
That's how you man are the joke, man.
Right.
You man are the shook ones.
Jam, for your benefit, I'm gonna move the conversation to NBA news now. So
for your benefit,
get out of here.
Yeah.
You're scared to talk on his name. I'm not so scared. You know.
Just move up, man. Listen,
before he calls your phone and.
Shout out, man. Hey, what do you think of What do you lot think about Lloyd Pierce? Obviously getting a sack from Atlanta.
Justifiable. There's rumors that the team weren't really they weren't really feeling him anymore. Basically, as a coach, they wanted a new voice. I don't know whether he may have had something to do with this apparent rift. I still don't know, between John Collins and Trae Young. I don't know. Sometimes you may side with one player instead of saying like, "Yo, you guys need to actually sort this out, like for the betterment of the team." You know what I'm saying? He might have gone, "Yeah, Trae Young, just put up their shots. I don't really care." You know what I'm saying? And then start playing Clint Capella a bit more minutes. Than not that it's not warranted. Them Clint Capella's been doing very well, but maybe like you should really be letting John Collins cook, man. I'm not just saying that he's on my team, but it's like they were doing better when them two were solely the ones cooking with help from other places. So it's unfortunate because of black coach, but yeah, so it goes, man.
I slightly feel for him because like at the start of the season, he was trying to play with the original Atlanta Stars, like with Trae Young and John Collins, but John Collins was not doing anything really, so he had to turn to Clint Capella, and throughout that, I feel like he lost he lost the team in that way because he gave all the reins to Trae Young basically, and then at the moment, it's sad to see a black coach go, but it's justified that he needs to take the reins. He needs to be able to be in control to tell those players what to do and where to go. But yeah, I understand the sacking. I can see another. They're talking about Greg Popovich maybe going to Atlanta.
Nah. Nate McMillan's stepping in at the moment. That's the news. Nate McMillan is stepping in.
Do you guys think that Lloyd Pierce was like a good coach for such a young team? And
I think so.
You know,
I think it was cool.
But you see what Nate McMillan did with Pacers, like. Is it Pacers? Yeah. So yeah.
Well, this is the thing for me. Obviously Lloyd. For me and my team, obviously I've got Trae Young, so that's a big benefit for me. Obviously he's running the offense through him, whether it be through assists, whether it be facilitating, whether it be through obviously getting buckets. I don't know what that's going to look like now under Nate. I hope it's still run.
You see what he did to Oladipo though?
Through Nate McMillan.
Yeah, he put him up to All-Star level, like.
Well, Trae's not far off that.
Yeah.
So this could be.
Yeah.
Big baller.
Some might call it a snub, but yeah.
I wouldn't call it a snub.
Boy, speaking of getting snubbed in that, obviously the All-Star weekend is upon us. Now, I wanted to try something. Yeah. Obviously, Jermaine's second, so he's essentially at the top in this chat. Rey Rey is dead bottom, dead last, dead. Yeah. So we've got two GMs here, Jermaine and Rey Rey. Jermaine versus Rey Rey. You lot are representing each teams now of the All-Star draft. Let's hear your teams. What teams have you got? So me and Stevie will be the judges.
I assume they're gonna get KD anyway because he's a snake. Standard, you know.
Who's representing what? What conference? Are you representing East or West?
That's the thing, guy. You want to go KD? Who do you want, KD or LeBron?
But I'm gonna stick on my championship stuff. You know what I mean? But you know what? As a Golden State fan, hold tight, KD, for coming to you and helping us win a ring one time. So I'm gonna take KD.
Okay.
Fine, then I'll take LeBron. Let's go. Do you want to flip a coin for it?
What's the rules of this? Are we just picking?
Yeah. So you look pick your best All-Star team out of the players that we have in the season. Yeah, starting
any of the five from the East and West.
Yeah, any of the five of the East and West, and me and Stevie decide whose team's better.
So you want to flip a coin?
You know what, Rey Rey? You know what? I like you in your bottom of the league. I show some compassion. You know what I mean? Sherlock J here to save the day for my guys.
The coin already. I was trying to play nice. I was trying to do nice. I was trying to really be nice.
I want you to start.
Yeah, he's blessing you up, bro.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough. LeBron. I'll pick Giannis. First pick.
Okay. Yeah, you already know I'm going for it. I mean, my first pick in the draft in fantasy league. Nikola Jokic.
The Joker.
Like absolute animal fantasy wise, animal for his team. Potent leader in fantasy. Know what I mean? He motivates me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, he's a joker though. He's not gonna win nothing. He's gonna be there for the show. That's all it is.
I'm just happy in fantasy, really.
Yeah. Next pick, I'll pick Embiid.
That's a good pick. He's having an MVP type season, I think, alongside Jokic. He's definitely playing well. You see his the harder little step back he done the other day.
It's dirty, man.
Yeah, that was nasty.
His moves are crazy.
I'm torn at the backcourt. I'm thinking it has. You know what? Because I started off this season thinking that my team wouldn't do well. And all I wanted was for my team to get a better record than what we got last season, as we got bottom of the conference type vibes. I'm gonna go Curry, man. He's carried our team. He's come back and he showed, listen, I'm all-star caliber again. I want my team to reach the playoffs. And even the other day when he was getting interviewed, he was like, yo, listen, people, we're still ringing off, People are still scared. They still got that PTSD to want to play us, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I've already made my decision off the back of that last
one. You hating.
I'm gonna take your view of this, Jermaine. You always go for the new generation, new vibes and all that stuff. I'm gonna go for Luka, new blood into the league. Yeah. That's my guard. Yeah, that's gonna be my first guard.
Fair enough.
Well, then if we're going to continue on that sense, I'm going Bill, man. Bill is having an absolutely fantastic season. Let's not even doubt that. Bill. Bradley Bill.
Oh, shame. I thought you meant as in Bill Clinton or something. Bill Bill's and...
You say Bill Clinton?
Yeah. I did not have sexual relations with that one. I thought you talking about that man there,
Yo, Bradley Bill is in the sunken place right now. He needs to get out of that place.
Don't talk about my team like that.
Don't talk about my team like that, bro. So he's only there.
He needs to change teams, Dave.
He needs to change teams, yeah. So
I'm a follow Bradley Bill wherever he goes.
I'm saying if he was on any other team, he's not putting up them stats.
But I'm not gonna lie. That second person in Jermaine's backcourt. It's interesting. Who you got for your point guard though, Ray, or your shooting guard?
I've got Kyrie.
I'm disappointed with that one there, fam. A disappointment, man.
Wait, is Kyrie even an all-star this year?
Yeah.
Is he definitely an all-star?
He's a star.
Okay.
Was that as a replacement though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. But either way, yeah, cool.
So run me through your team, Jam, first. So you've got KD.
We have
Jokic.
Well, as me. Yeah. Yeah. KD, Jokic, Curry, Bill. Bradley Bill.
And I got Embiid, Giannis, LeBron, Kyrie, and Luka.
Yeah, and I'm on my fifth one right now.
Oh yeah. You've got your last one. I forgot. Sorry.
The last front court player really, which is it's not a disappointment. We have Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, bring a wheelchair with that one, mate. So that's what I'm saying.
But when you guys are judging, what are you looking at? Are you looking at it from a fantasy perspective? Are you looking at it from when they play in the All-Star game? When if they play 5-on-5 in a real term, you know?
Fantasy-wise, damn, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Kyrie and LeBron. I've got Kyrie and LeBron.
From a
Kyrie, LeBron and Giannis. Come on.
All right. I tell you what, Stevie. Let's do it from both perspectives.
Right.
So,
fantasy
you can set off.
So Kawhi, Jokic, Bradley Bill,
Steph Curry.
And who else?
KD.
Jeez Louise.
And one more man of your team, Mary.
I've got Kyrie.
Yeah. Embiid.
I've got Kyrie, Luka.
Yeah.
I've got LeBron.
Yeah.
Giannis. And Embiid.
Both categories I'm going with Rey Rey because because you know what it is, Rey Rey's dons have like them triple double type players. I know you got Jokic. I know you got Jokic. But I'm saying he's got Doncic and LeBron and there was some and Embiid is not triple double. But
you can't even remember his team, and you're saying he wins both sides. This is jarring, yo.
I've got a quick question. Who's getting your blocks?
Who's getting my blocks?
Your
You know, we just play good defense.
I forgot about Giannis. No, it's actually a wrap. It's definitely Rey's team. I forgot about Giannis as well. Come on, Giannis.
Because someone hits a block. Oh yeah, spare me. Because Jokic the triple double. And then remember, we're in a 3-point league right now. Okay. Let's not doubt that. We're looking at Bradley, Bill, and Curry. These guys are shooting from wherever.
If we compare triple double for triple double, yeah. Let's compare that, yeah. So I've got Luka. Who you got?
Luka's not having a great season this year, by the way. Like, if you really want to talk, do you know what I mean? If you really want to talk, he's not having a great season, but I do have Jokic.
Fantasy-wise, he is.
Okay, you got Jokic, and I got LeBron.
I got KD. It's 1A, 1B. I don't get it.
Yeah, but
then Giannis, then
KD is injured though. Yeah, he does get a sneaky. He's like he almost gets 2 blocks.
But MC though alone does Jokic KD type numbers, if not more. Not you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going very see both of them, man.
Yeah, but what is their backcourt doing against Curry and Bill? Bill is unguardable this season. It's unstoppable. You're not stopping him. And then you know already Embiid's defense is flop game. It's a flop game. And that's not going to work against someone like Bill.
It's kind of easy. Like Charles Barkley says, it's kind of easy to get 30 points when you're shooting 32 shots a game. Like, come on.
100%. And the more we shoot, the more we're going to score.
No, you're not.
You're in his team.
Huh?
Rey Rey's got the best defensive player in the universe team.
Yeah. Twice.
I hear you. He ain't playing well this season, but I hear you. Cool.
You know what's mad?
Because
and then you look at his stats and it's like he's going off, but it's not going off. It's so weird.
it's not. It's yeah. So you can look at it fantasy wise and go, okay, maybe we look at Rey Rey's team, but then when we look at it like when we're playing in a real life basketball, come on, guys, man.
Boy,
I don't know.
for me, I'm gonna go fantasy wise. I'm gonna go Rey Rey's team. But from my perspective, I'm going. Ooh. But you know what? No. Fantasy wise, I'm going Rey Rey's team. Basketball, in terms of All-Star, I'm going Jambo's team.
But you struggled to say that last.
Yeah. It was tough.
Which to me,
I'm mad. I'm mad. Do you know why I'm mad? Yeah, because at the beginning of the season, we both drafted teams, and mine is second and his is last. That's all I am saying. And you like what the hell?
This is we're talking about the All-Star draft, yeah. This is the only time I might win. So, you know, give me that one. You know?
Speaking of obviously the bigger performers of the All-Star weekend, where they got the biggest performers of the league playing there. Have there been any big performances this week that we're like, yo?
Draymond Green the other day.
Oh, Draymond Green on that trick dub.
I was upset, man. I was really upset.
Oh.
Why?
What were the numbers?
Draymond, I had Draymond in it, yeah, and it's like he was putting up very, 5 points, 5 rebounds. It wasn't enough. But if he gets going like how he was that game, he had 19 assists,
Yeah, 19 assists, 12 rebounds, 11 points.
19 assists!
19 assists.
See?
And then he's now picked up his block to be an acceptable block and a bit, 1.2. And it's still
this was 72 win season, Draymond coming back. We had not seen this for a while, man.
He's starting to churn out some stats.
His stats for my team, when I had him, right now where we are, would have been absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect, but that's fantasy, man. That's fantasy.
It's called bad GM, but anyway.
Madded. Harden. Anyone see a stat line? Jeez Louise.
Watch the game. Hey, I'll say this. When I watched the game, I had not rated DeJounte Murray up until now. The kid is nice.
That's my man's.
Yeah.
That's my man's.
That shot that he made to go to overtime, and I was gassed because obviously overtime means more.
Yeah, more points for
me. Yeah. So apparently Jokic has been getting a lot of those lately. But anyway,
all season.
But Harden, that game, he had a big game last game.
Bro, the one thing, the most noteworthy thing about his trip dub was the fact he actually didn't commit one turnover.
No turnovers. The guy who averages 4 turnovers a game.
That is mental.
Turnovers. Yeah.
Didn't turn over the ball once.
In OT, bro. That's mad. That is mad. Another big performance this week. Jesus. Flipping PJ Washington, bro. What the hell? That was
a surprise. That was a surprise of the week.
The reason why it's not a surprise is because of the people that were out. 42, cool. But if you had got 30.
It's the blocks as well, Stevie, and then that
But then look what he done the night after.
I was just about to bring it up. Can anyone guess his numbers? The night after.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
See, every time I do that, this guy does that. Nah, he got 3 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 of 8.
Yeah, that's why it's a surprise. It's a lack of consistency. But you know what? Who's had a really consistent week this week?
Who?
LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Across the board.
They're starting to put him in. They're starting to.
They're starting to.
Him and Malik Monk, man.
This guy in real life. Yeah, but Malik Monk's starting to step up. Yeah, but LaMelo is different, bro.
Crazy. Yeah.
He's built differently. 6'8", point guard, cooking at the line.
Listen, I'm telling you, I knew it. When I saw him come back from Lithuania and he was playing at that Spire Academy, it was different to his brother, bro. It was the determination he had was you can't stop this. You can't stop it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to the rack. I'm gonna get this late. I'm gonna go to the rack, kick it out, and you can't do nothing about it.
And he's a confident baller. Something that Lonzo didn't come into the league with. He comes in with confidence.
Yeah.
Through his legs twice, boom, free. Don't you dare. And even if he misses, he'll go again the next time round. He just there's no lack of confidence in him.
Yeah.
Very, very.
And he shows that.
Jam. Very good.
You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't dropped less than 20 points this week. He's got over 8 assists. Last game he had 30 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals with 1 block.
Yeah.
Oh my days! As a rookie.
Yeah. If you drafted him in your fantasy leagues, you lot are laughing. Jam, I think you drafted him in like 7th. I don't know what his average draft position was, but I know he was going later than that. So you had a lot of faith in him, to be fair. So I do give you that.
I would have got him a similar round, to be honest with you. I'm not going to say.
Really?
Because it's where he's at. Yeah, it's where he's at. And I know there's other guards than that, but the hype they put around this and everyone put the hype, you have to play this kid. You have to play this kid because you want him to start and start as you need to go on.
Yeah, because I get where Jay's coming from though. You know, he came into the league, you know, with Hornets, Terry Rozier above him, Devontae Graham above him. You're thinking he's gonna come off the bench, might not play that well. And then really in fantasy, do we really rely on rookies first season?
This is it. Well, I did. And
like,
you
when's
know
the last rookie? When's the last rookie?
Okay, me, I'll tell you, Luka Doncic, fam.
Yeah.
Oh, when I got him like 3rd or 4th round, and Stevie was like, nah. I'll never forget that shit.
No, but everyone was like that though.
Yeah.
Especially because I was the closest one to you.
Even you were guessing it a little bit, Jay. Like you can't say.
I knew, bro. Come on, he was NBA ready.
He said, I read a couple articles. He kind of said it like,
it was meek. It was meek.
I went with him like, yeah, I know he's gonna ball off. Don't worry about it. It wasn't.
Just before the next point, though, I was gonna say, I'm surprised, Stevie, you didn't mention like Giannis has been pulling you up the league. Like,
yeah, he's been
for
going
the past week, man.
blind.
Bad.
No,
But like Giannis specifically, if I'm like for the past week or so, he's been doing the madness.
I'm gonna say this.
Is this what you expected, though?
I'm gonna say this. Hold on. That's what I'm gonna say. Giannis has been very slow this year. Yeah, John Collins has been underperforming. It's only recently they've started to kick in like that. And I've been saying this on the low, like, yo, it's been a case of my team's not being bad. It's just been like no one's really excelling like that. Do you understand? I've not really had them weeks. I'm looking at my stats and thinking, whoa, they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Giannis do like 20, 10, 5 a block. 2010, 5. I'm like, yeah, you need to kick on now, bro. And now it's starting to happen slowly but surely. Again, the Draymond seems really jarring me because I genuinely think if he was on it'd be a wrap right now. Fam.
Yeah, I can't even hate on your team, man. Like, I can't hate on how your team's been this season because the thing is, I grew you because Jermaine grew you about being a dead GM, so I'm always for that. Do you know what I'm saying? Any GM slander, I'm with it.
Don't do that.
No, I'm saying no. I'm about with it.
I'm saying I'm because you agree with me.
Yeah, I'm about. I agree with it. But I'm saying,
why do you agree with it?
Because you're a dead GM. But I'm saying.
No, you have to preface it with what Jermaine says, that he's a good drafter, but a bad GM for
yes, absolutely. Yeah. You don't drop Draymond that early, man.
Early.
Yes, bro.
Oh, Draymond, I got Draymond about 3 weeks ago.
That's early, fam. It's still early, bro.
So something that's thrown around in this league a lot is it's early. Explain that.
Oh, it's early to literally All-Star break. 2 weeks after All-Star break is when it's serious, fam. Before that, it's early. It's early.
I won't even say it's serious. Then it's time to take proper action, and I feel like I'm doing that earlier than I'm supposed to be. If that makes sense.
Well, that's all we have time for, guys. Again, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Rings and Things Fantasy Basketball Podcast. Please join us again next week. And remember, like, subscribe, share, rate, follow us on all of our socials. Boys, it's been a pleasure. Shouts out to Jermaine, Clutch City, Rey Rey, City Pythons, and obviously Stevie joining us late on with the South Norwood Knights, and obviously myself representing Atlanta Snipers. We out of here.
That's establishment before you cut. I was late because someone else was supposed to be.
Yeah. Talk it, bro. Talk it now.
I wasn't late. I came to save the day, innit?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
You're not no Sherlock, Jay. Don't do that.
He took his bars. He took his bars, man. He took his bars.
I don't care about that, man.
We are out. Peace.